Hi, and welcome to the Streamer News Channel. I'm Byron Powers. Well, let's just jump right into the news. Nick Merckx and Tim the Tin Man will be squaring off at UFC, or Ultimate Fighting Championship. For those who don't know, UFC is kind of like professional wrestling, but it's not as cool. Nick Merckx told us how they would be squaring off.
Now, when we originally rolled out this announcement, it kind of left a lot of people thinking, I'm sure a few of you guys as well, that we were squaring up. Now, I'm going to keep it $150 with you, okay?
I'm in a bad spot.
We're not squaring up. But on the off chance that we did someday. Hey, yo! I'm taking care of business. Now, putting that to the side, me and Timmy are going to be, squaring up in our own way on stage, open crowd, in the UFC fight game, and we're going to be coached by actual UFC athletes.
So they aren't going to be real fighting, which is a shame. Well, hey, if I wasn't already challenging Ms. Kift to a boxing match, then I definitely would have challenged Tim the Tin Man or Nick Jerks. Famous Twitch streamer and a juicer, xQc, decided to create a tier list of all his fellow streamers.
Well, no, this is fine. This is a good list.
I don't really want to give this story too much attention because I think these tier lists of like best streamer and cutest streamer, and I think they're weird, and they do more bad than they do good. So we're gonna move on. But if you do stream, I think you're in my S tier. Keep up the good work. In a related story, during one of Ludwig's streams, he made the comment that he doesn't like to do tier lists either anymore. However, coming off the hot heels of the Creator Clash, a boxing event in which creators faced off, he decided to create a tier list of streamers who he thought he could beat up and who could beat him up. He thinks that he would be victorious over some creators such as Ninja, Valkyrie, Shroud, and Doublelift. But there was one for sure streamer that he doesn't think he could fight.
Sykkuno. Objectively, by all measures of fighting, I should be able to physically kill Sykkuno in a ring. Speaking freely, he cannot fight. He has never worked out. I am strong. Having said that, I don't think I could fight him. I don't think I could ever punch him. I also feel like there's this possibility, and just hear me out. You know how Sykkuno does this thing where I'll play a game with him and all of a sudden, even though he's never played that game before, he'll show up and be better than me at that game? He would do the same thing with boxing. Like, I would be like, hey, Sykkuno, want to box? And he'd be like, oh, yeah, sure, Ludwig. Yeah, that sounds up. It's kind of crazy. It sounds pretty fun, though. And then we'd box, and then he'd show up, maybe like prepared 2 days in advance, and all of a sudden he's like, douche, fucking ripped. And he's like, oh, hey, Ludwig, I just did a bit of practice before the fight. I thought it'd be more fun. Did you practice? And I'd be like, and he's like, do you want me to hold back, Ludwig? I don't want to hurt. And then he'd fucking rock my shit because he'd be secretly shredded the entire time wearing XL shirts on stream to hide it. Maybe this is more of a fanfic than an actual reality, but I do fear it. I do fear him. 50-50, either I fight him or we get married. All right, next.
Man, I can't wait to see Ludwig fight in person. In a related story, my training for the Creator Clash 2 is going pretty well. I can do 10 sit-ups a day, and I run a mile in 17 minutes. Now all I need is that call from iDubbbz. And now, an ad from our sponsor. But we didn't get a sponsor this week, so I'm just gonna run my ad again. Oh hey, I didn't see you there. Would you like to chance to support an up-and-coming YouTube channel, dishing out the hot news to the masses? Well, you're in luck. You can support this channel. Send us an email at sponsor.snc@gmail.com. Thanks. We have an update from last week's news story about Amouranth stalker. Last week, we reported that a guy from Estonia had flown from his country and I guess sold all of his stuff and was staying in Amouranth City. She states that the stalker was staying nearby and would be in a Starbucks that was facing her P.O. box. You can read more about it in this tweet. He did a lot of weird stuff, like asking to see her, which she declined. He was streaming all the time, copying her streams. He sent her some weird nudie photos or videos of him dancing around or something weird. And then eventually he was walking around her house and she thought maybe he was trying to break in. So she called the cops. And as you can see from this tweet, it took the cops 33 minutes to respond. That's just crazy. But I guess NWA was right. Forget the police. It is being said that he was detained and he was sent back to his country of Estonia. But in all seriousness, we at the station wish Amouranth nothing but love and hope she's doing okay. It's time for your favorite segment of the week, the Streamer of the Week. Your Streamer of the Week is Nikki Kitty XX. It looks like she's playing a weeb game, but that's okay. We'll make an exception for her. Congrats! Good news for streamers on the Twitch platform, you might be getting a little bit more money. Twitch is updating its ad revenue system. Instead of a flat rate for every 1,000 ad views, streamers will now receive 55% of the revenue for every ad that runs on their stream. This only is affecting partners right now, but affiliates are supposed to see some changes as well. Affiliates will get to remove pre-roll ads from their streams if they run 3-minute ads every hour. Sounds a little confusing. So I guess Twitch streamers might get an extra $25 a month. As a reminder, YouTube's revenue split for their creators is 70-30, which the creator gets to keep the 70. If you guys think that I should start streaming on YouTube, go ahead and give me a heck yeah in the comments. During one of his streams, Sykkuno was asked if he was ever approached by any organizations.
Were you approached by orgs? You know, guys, not trying to be weird, but obviously a few of them were interested, but I'm never really, I don't know. If there was an org I would join, there's two. Honestly, if I did it, it wouldn't even be for like specific things. There's only 2 orgs I really like. Well, actually 3 now. And they're all pretty much orgs that my friends are in. So that's really all I can say. Oh? You guys are saying oh as if you're surprised. I can just 100 Thieves, OTV, and OTK have a lot of my friends in them, and that's pretty much as close as it gets. I don't think I'll ever join anything, but
Hey Sykkuno, I know you thought that you would only join 3 organizations, but how about you and I start our own organization? We could be called the Sykkuno Streamer News Channel Organization of Gaming, or SSNCOG for short. Thanks for joining us for your daily dose of streamer news. Like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, please. It'll really help me out. We'll see you next week.